So here's another example of a peptide sequencing problem. So we're looking at this one. I've taken this from the practice quiz, and this one is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 amino acids long. So I'm going to put in 9 bars here. These are the rules that we're going to use, and I've got them up here so you can look at them and see what I'm talking about when I say cuts after something. So you can see that Sanger gives the first amino acid in the chain, so we know that that's going to be Sir. Now we can look at the BRCN first, and by the rules that we know that MET is going to be at the end of each of these fragments, and since this fragment doesn't contain MET, I know that it's at the end of the chain, the entire chain. So I know that this is going to be lys and val, but I don't know which is going to be lys and which is going to be val at this point. I do, however, know where the METs are going to be, and that's because there's only one serine in the chain, and it's in this fragment. And now that means that if it's in this fragment, MET is at the end of this fragment, so I can put a MET here. I already told you that I know that lys and val are at the end here, and that means that this fragment is first, this fragment must be second, and that tells you that a MET must be here. Now the reason for that is because we know this is this fragment is 4 amino acids long, so MET is at the end of that one. This is 3 amino acids long, and if it's after this, MET must be at position 7 or 3 after this one. Now since this has got 2 glues in it, we know that glue is going to go here, and we know glue is going to go here as well, and that's beyond doubt. In the case of chymotrypsin, it cuts after phi, trip, and tier. Now what you can see here is that there is no phi, trip, or tier anywhere in this fragment, which means it must be at the end. We knew that anyway because the serine is followed by tier, or the SER is with tier here. Since we know SER is first, the tier must be after it. Going back to BRCN, we've got this fragment here that has ARG, MET, SER, and tier in it, and it means this must be ARG. In the trypsin, we know that it cuts after ARG and lys. Now both of these contain ARG and lys, so we're not getting any real information about which one is first by looking at which one does not contain ARG or lys. But we do know that this does contain SER, so this must be the first fragment. This must be the second fragment, and since lys must be at the end of this chain because it cuts after lys, then lys must go here, and that leaves val here.